Hey, I'm playing 1,000 Years by Christina Perri. I'm playing it as a request for a friend of the Morristown Uke Jam in Texas. And I'm playing straight from the charts of the Morristown Uke Jam. So take the link in the video description, download the free ukulele song sheet, and you can play along with me. And if you'll be near Morristown, New Jersey, come out and play with us. After the song, I'll do a basic tutorial, together with a slow motion, close-up play-along that you might find helpful. And I'm going to do the play-along, or I'm going to do the tutorial in two forms. That is to say, I'm going to use the low G like I'm playing now. My dog has fleas, but I'm also going to do part of it with a high G, tuned like this. My dog has fleas, right? Standard soprano tuning, because it sounds very different in the two, and I wanted to be able to do both. So, here goes now. To be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. Time stands still, beauty in all she is. I will be brave, I will not let anything take away what's standing in front of me. Every breath, every hour has come to this. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. One step closer. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. What a pretty song. I think so, and I'm not even a vampire. Also co-written by David Hodges, another one of my favorites. Okay, I remember I said I'm going to do some high G and some low G. This is the low G. It sounds distinctly different on the arpeggio that I played in the verses. So I'm going to go over that. I'm also going to go over the strum. I kind of like the way the high G sounds on the strum. So regardless of which kind of ukulele you play, it'll sound good, but it will sound different. All right. The only funny chords I used in this song, I used a second position F. You got an F here, right? And if you drop your pinky on the C, it's kind of like you're on your way up, right? Those are all Fs, but the first step in getting higher is to drop that C down, and that gives you an alternate F. It gives you two different ways to play it, and I played it two different ways through the song marked in the song sheet. A minor also. Here's your A minor. I did it both ways, right? It goes, that's the way it steps up also. So I just dropping the pinky on the C. That's that second position A minor. That's all that is. And it's actually really easy with most of the transitions, because like you can go from G to the second position A minor. That's hardly movement, right? And then, okay, from an F, second position F, to a straight F, it's, you know, you just pick up your pinky and you're there. So it's not difficult. If you like the way the song sounds, you can learn it that way. The truth is, you can learn it first using a regular A minor and a regular F throughout, if you find that easier. And then you can add the panache as things go. Also, the arpeggio, you can do the strum throughout. If you do, I would suggest that on the verses, you do the strum very lightly, like with maybe just your index finger, where you're going down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, right? Right? Heart beats fast, colors and prom, right? And that way, when you get to the chorus, you can do it with a fuller sound. I have died every day waiting for you. It'll sound more dramatic when you switch from the verse to the chorus if you play them differently. So at a minimum, I'd say, you know, play the verse lightly and the chorus more fully. Now let me go over that strum. Like I said, if you're going to play the verse with a strum, you can just do a simple down, down, up, down, 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 up, down. Heart beats fast, colors and promises. Then for the chorus, what I do, I called it a pseudo fan strum, because a real fan strum, you're not doing that. It's not supposed to sound Latino. But what I do is the first down, I wanted to make it a little more dramatic, but without making it louder. So I just use all four fingers, and it takes a little longer to get across the strings, like this. So like the first is all four, and then you can use the index finger for the rest. So it's down, down, up, down, right? See what I'm doing with my right hand? I have died every day, right? That's the strum. That's the only strum I used. Throughout the chord sheet, you'll see, like at the very end, the first chorus, you play real lightly, like just with the index finger, and then you round it into a bolder, fuller, you know, when you play the second chorus at the very end, like that. But okay, now I'm going to go over that arpeggio. It's actually a strum arpeggio combination. An arpeggio is when you play like this, right? It's a regular pattern of picking with your right hand. You don't have to actually like remember how to do it. You're just doing the same pattern over again, even if you change the chords. You're right. My left hand changes to make a different chord, but my right hand's doing the same thing. That's an arpeggio. What I did with this is every time I played a chord for the first time, I did a simple strum down with my index finger. Heart beats. Oops, sorry. Only the first time. Heart beats fast, colors and promises. See, so I only strummed when I hit the chord, and then the arpeggio was like this. I got a finger. Forget about your pinky for now. You only have 4 strings, so as long as you have 5 fingers, you only have to use your 4 big fingers. You got 1 on each string. That's where their positions are. They will stay in those positions for this arpeggio, okay? So I strum, and then strings 4, 3, 2. And then I'm plucking the first and second together. Now switching chords. Switching chords again. Switching chords. See how pretty that sounds? I'm going to do that in slow motion, but I'll tell you what, first, I'm going to switch to a high G ukulele, and you can see what it sounds like on that arpeggio. Whoops. Just a higher voice. Same keys, same chords. If you have a high voice, like Christina Perri, this might actually sound better with your voice. I'm not sure. And then the fan strum sounds like this. Pseudo fan. See, it has a higher voice. Same key, same chords, just a higher voice. Okay, now I'm going to use this one, I think, to play just through the intro, the verse, and the chorus in slow motion close-up. So if you want to stick around, stick around. Hey, if you like the video, please like the video. Want lots more? Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's free, of course. Want lots more free downloadable ukulele song sheets? Check out our webpage and then come play with us some Wednesday. Here goes. I'm not going to play it much in slow motion because it's already so slow, but I will close up here. Here goes. Beats fast, colors and promises. How to be brave, how can I love when I'm afraid to fall, but watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. See you Wednesday.